Ever since the attention-getting promo launched at the end of General Hospital's primetime anniversary special, revealing that Steve Burton was returning as Jason, the speculation has run rampant. How? Fans have wondered, will Stone Cold return from the dead this time? That was just one of the questions being asked. Among the others, will Burton be playing Jason Morgan or Jason Quartermaine? Will he fight Dan for Sam, Finn for Elizabeth, or perhaps pursue someone entirely new? Where has the character been since that supposedly fatal tunnel collapse? And perhaps the biggest question of all, will his latest resurrection prove more successful than the last? Because it feels safe to say that a lot of what went down during the Patient 6/Drew/Jason storyline was kinda disastrous. Dubai penthouses for sale. C prices, Dubai villa for sale. We finally began to get answers in the episode, which aired on Monday, March 4, which was Burton's first air date. To be honest, we assumed that while this had been leaked as his first official day back, he might actually appear in the final seconds of Friday's episode. After all, what better cliffhanger could there be? Instead, Jason's first appearance took place on Monday, but the show definitely didn't keep us waiting. In fact, only a few moments in, we got our first look at Stone Cold as he and another man took aim upon Sonny and Selena, only to have their attempted hit interrupted by the arrival of John, Anna, Dante, and Chase. Quicker than you can say duck, shots rang out, but because Jason bumped the arm of the mystery man, nobody was hit, leaving us to wonder if it was an accident or did Jason deliberately save Sonny's life. Dante took off in pursuit of the shooter, eventually discovering that the man was Jason. Just then, however, the other man would-be assassin returned and shot Dante point blank, ordering Jason, who'd be called Jacobs, to leave the fell cop. Soon after, Jason told his fellow assassin that he should head to the extraction point. The man agreed, only to then make it clear he was about to shoot Jacobs in the back. Instead, as if they were going to kill Jason on his first day back, although that would have been amusing, Jason managed to take out his partner with one shot. There was, of course, plenty of other action, including Hither trying to escape and a health crisis for Little Ace, all of which is detailed in our full recap of the episode. But for now, hit the comments and let us know what you thought of Burton's first episode back. One thing General Hospital has definitely gotten right where Steve Burton's return as Jason is concerned, throwing him directly into the action. All too often, soaps try and drag this type of return out, having the character in question lurk in the shadows and spy on their loved ones before the inevitable moment in which they reveal their resurrection. But that wasn't going to do where Jason's return was concerned. After all, it's not like this is the first time the character has returned from the dead. So wisely, the first time we saw Jason, he was right in the thick of the action, and setting tongues wagging as he appeared to be one of the people behind the attacks on Sonny, with only Carly standing firm in her belief that Jason would never, ever harm Sonny. Two very big questions remain to be answered. Where has Jason been these past 2 years, and why has he returned now? Interestingly, Burton has admitted that this wasn't the story he originally signed on for, thanks to the fact that writers Chris Van Etten and Dan O'Connor were replaced by the new head writing team of Patrick Mulchy and Elizabeth Court, whose material should begin airing any day now. Meanwhile, the two most significant women in Jason's life, Sam and Elizabeth, are each at major crossroads. Sam now knows her ex is alive, a fact she discovered while current beau Dante fights for his life. And Elizabeth, though still in the dark about Jason's return, is on pretty solid ground with Finn. Something tells us both of these ladies could soon find themselves, and their relationship, on shake ground thanks to this earth-shattering development. At long last, we got answers, or at least some, when Michael brought Jason fresh clothing, and when the long-missing man stripped down, noticed a Jesus tattoo. Naturally, this left the younger man with a few questions, and slowly, with clear reservations, Jason began to tell at least part of his story. Obviously, as we've all pieced together by now, he did not actually die in that tunnel collapse. However, the rubble prevented him from reconnecting with the others who were on the island, so instead, he went a different way and wound up on the beach. It was there that he was greeted by several men with guns. Who? Jason told Michael he wasn't able to share that info. He did, however, revealed that he was flown out of Greece and locked up in a room with no windows. Eventually, he was able to communicate with someone who made him a job offer he couldn't refuse. Why? Because of the leverage the man used as a bargaining chip. Of course, Jason was unwilling to tell Michael what that leverage was, saying only that ever since, he'd been working as a military contractor. Brennan, might that be you? His latest assignment teamed him with another man, and they were to take out Sonny. Once Jason learned the identity of their target, he made sure the shot fired missed. Asked if he would have returned to Port Charles had he not been given this particular assignment, Jason admitted he wasn't sure. However, he added that the job he'd been given wasn't yet done, and that if he failed to complete the mission, something bad would happen. Something I can't live with, he said, sounding almost haunted. I have to finish it. The biggest shock, however, came in the episode's final moments, when Jason reflected on what went down and we discovered the identity of the person who'd given him his orders. It was none other than John Jagger Cates, who was holding him at Quantico and revealed that he had indisputable proof regarding Navy S.E.A.L violations, which would carry a 20-year prison sentence. There's been a whole lot of ink spilled speculating on Jason's General Hospital return, from the fans to, well, us. We've all got theories and we've all done our best to follow the clues that the show's laid out for us. Heck, we even did our best to see if the first look photo of his return could reveal anything. Now, though, we're on the cusp of getting our answers, though it sounds like they're answers that we almost didn't get. When Steve Burton spoke with Soap Opera Digest about his return, he explained that the story they're about to tell isn't what was originally planned. As he was being brought back, and the circumstances of his return were being worked out, he explained there was a head writer switch. So apparently, there was a whole different story planned, and then the head writer switch happened, and then they kind of rebooted the story. Patrick Mulcahy was brought in, as we know, and longtime General Hospital scribe Elizabeth Court was promoted to co-head writer. Mulcahy's daytime writing career has been extensive, and Nancy Lee Grime is still singing praises about his work on Santa Barbara. But Burton admits he only knew him a little coming back. As for Court, though, the actor shared that there's no one in the building that loves that show, knows the history of the character, and is invested in it 100% than Elizabeth. There has never been a more deserved promotion ever. And knowing that she was one of the people working out Jason's return, that was all he needed. I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. I cannot wait. And it has been exactly that. Everything has been amazing. He didn't share any details about what might have been planned, though. As for what the story that brings Jason back entails, Burton's just enjoyed everyone trying to figure it out. I love how invested people are in this, he shared to Digest. I happened to talk to a fan and she was like, so this is what it is. You're doing this, then this happens. I go, hey, guess what? None of that is right. So watch March 4th.